to the show that is named after a street you have never heard of. Now, there comes a moment in everyone's life where they are forced to play theatre sports. Can you remember that warm, fuzzy feeling of sheer awkwardness when you have to stand up with a complete stranger and play space jump? Some of you loved it, a couple of you hated it, and a few went on to play it professionally, just like our guests. From Impro Melbourne, please welcome two of Australia's most talented improvisers, Jimmy James Eaton and Liam Abel! Hi.
Hi, Rob.
How you doing?
How you doing?
So,
This couch is awesome.
it is a good couch, and you've just defiled it in front of all these people. How do you feel, Jimmy?
I feel powerful and comfortable.
Oh, good. How are you guys doing?
Comfortable.
You guys well?
Do you know that there's a puma and a panther got together and had a baby to be a pumpther? Or just a panther, but that wouldn't be funny. But adorable. Sorry, pumpther wasn't great either, so don't worry.
Sorry,
Rob, you were saying.
Some of Australia's greatest improvisers right here, ladies and gentlemen.
To answer your question of how we are pumpther.
Now, for those of you out there, well, for the people out in the audience who don't know what improvisation is, please.
I think you just summed it up with space jump right there. Thank you very much.
Everyone just
and
gets
half
that
of
cold.
Australia just went, nah. Yeah, turning off. Space jump.
tea.
Mr. Harrison, year 5. I hate it doing space. No, it's fine.
So what inspired you to carry on with improvisation and make it, what you do for a living?
Improvisation for me was the closest thing that I could do that was to old school vaudeville. Like, the most variety you could have in one show, and you're just making it up on the spot.
So you were inspired by vaudeville in high school?
Absolutely. I loved the Marx Brothers, Peter Sellers, anything old school comedy.
How many times were you beaten up at high school?
Never.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was very fast. Not like now. Not like now.
What about you, Jimmy? What about you?
What inspired me to do improv?
Yeah.
I was just an idiot as a child and just being silly and talking to trees and...
Thank God he grew out of that.
Oh, it's a jarrah.
I was always playing, and then theatre sports, improv came along, and it was first introduced to me through theatre sports, through school. So the backstory checks out. And I discovered that I could just be playful, and that was allowed, that was okay. Whereas maths teachers would be like, stop drawing! And don't talk to that tree again. It's weird.
We know it's a jarrah, but just get over it.
It's just a picture of a tree as well. When does it stop? I just imagine a math teacher's group. They all speak like that to each other. How are you? I did some long division.
I'm not very good at maths. That's what I imagine they do.
Do you have a wife yet?
It's that same, yeah. No.
Now, I like to describe you guys as the triple threat, okay? You're actors, comedians, and
assassins.
Yeah, what, really?
Yeah.
See, you just ruined it now. And improvisers, okay? And you've been quite successful in your own ways with comedy and acting as well. So, but what is your main love out of those three big things? I'm totally setting you up, so you better say improv, otherwise everyone's going to have their heart.
Ballet. Yeah.
I'm not good at it, I just love it.
It's like there's like a weird Irish ballet.
And the camera crew just went, oh my God! What? We're not ready!
Oh, we've got to pan up. Oh, the budget's blown. The budget's blown. Oh, that's going to cost us $50.
We got an employee. Oh, he's sitting down. Screw you, James Eaton.
Yeah. We should have just got a picture of a tree. He would have behaved.
In answer to your question, Rob, I like mixing them all together. I do love improv. It's my first love. But when you can get on stage and you can improvise and act and do comedy at once, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, at the moment, you're doing your theatre sports season.
28th
season
of theatre sports in Melbourne.
Wow. What can audiences expect by coming down to seeing an improvisation theatre sports show?
I don't know.
Thank you very much.
It's never been to I don't know. Do we have a show? I have no idea.
What can the audience expect? Because is there
Okay, well,
audience involvement? What type of involvement?
Let's presume, for example, you've never seen theatre sports before.
Yeah.
It's a series of teams
Right.
that are competing against each other to be the best improvisers in the night. And we have 3 judges who score them, and we have a timekeeper, and we have dancing girls and elephants and things.
It's all
But
very
just to
confusing.
check, just to make sure that, you know, we're not using scripts, because there are those improv groups out there that script everything. We get
Red
suggestions.
Stitch Theatre.
We're being avant-garde.
MTC. We get suggestions from the audience as well, so the audience is just as much a part of it as the players.
Okay, well, it's better than talking about. Let's do it. Okay, would you like to see an improv game, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. Okay.
Crank the camera up, boy. All right.
Okay, so we're going to play a game called Impro Impaired, where basically I'm going to interview Liam. He's an expert in something, and Jimmy James Eaton is going to translate everything for those of you who are hearing impaired. Look at him, he's an expert. So can I get an animal, just off the top of your head from the audience? 1, 2, 3. A velociraptor is what I heard.
I heard a beaver.
So Liam, you are the greatest expert on velociraptors. Please tell us about the velociraptor.
Yes, this is true, Rob. I am the expert on it. The velociraptor was a vicious brute, which was much like the mafia gangs of the Jurassic period.
Now, what was their main source of food?
The main source of food was whatever local fauna and flora they could put into a car.
So what was that? That was local
Flora and fauna.
Flora
And fauna.
that you could put in a
cart.
What type of car?
A little velociraptor car.
Oh, shit.
A bit like the ones you see on the Flintstones.
Oh, really? Oh, the Flintstones ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, there's a very specific mating ritual that these velociraptors have.
The velociraptor, the male would first of all, he would groom his plumage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How does he groom his plumage?
First of all, he would use his claws to create a comb, which would then run through his scaly skin.
Oh, excellent.
And to create a beautiful shine.
Now, they were in many battles and very heated battles.
Sorry, the woman would just turn up. It was a much simpler time.
Oh, how times have changed. Now, their battle techniques were very specific to other forms of dinosaurs, weren't
Yes, absolutely. They could fight like bastards. So, kiddies, that's an adult word for...
And that was Impro Impaired! Liam Abel, Jimmy James Eaton! Now, stay up. You can catch Melbourne Impro performing theatre sports every Sunday night up until the grand final on Saturday the 13th of July in St Kilda's National Theatre. Tickets are on sale via their website, impromelbourne.com.au. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Live on Bowen. We'll see you after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere!
After the break, Rob catches up with Channel 9 renovator Scott Cam and gets all the goss on the block. You're watching Live on Bowen.